Empire pissed me off. Hi, everyone, ladies and gents. Romie Reviews here. Please like, comment, subscribe. This is my recap for Empire Season 5, Episode 16. Never Doubt I Love. Now, Lee Daniels was on The Breakfast Club, and he kind of left it very vague as far as the future of the show. He just acknowledged that the publicity was not positive for the show that's already been on TV for a while, so that within itself hasn't helped, and through all the changes storyline wise. But let's get through here. He said that he wants to do something very unexpected and he's not afraid anymore, and he wants to really shake things up. To me, it makes it sound like he wants to kill off more than one main character and do a whole bunch of other stuff, maybe even reset the series and just kind of go from there, because it needs a reset. It does not need a refresh, it needs a reset if they want to get more than one more season or two more seasons out of it. Everyone is with Andre right now, and Andre said Andre's okay. They're making plans for the wedding. Jamal is with Kai. Everything seems to be going well. The interviewer just asked about how does it feel, because remember, Lucius isn't the most supportive when it comes to LGBTQ rights, and Jamal acknowledged that, yeah, that was true in the past, but his father has changed. The interviewer said, okay, cute, but what about Kai's HIV status? There was rumor that the wedding was being called off because you weren't made aware of that, and now that you know, you want to be called off. Jamal said that is the furthest thing from the truth, and frankly, I'm trying to figure out who gave that information. There's only a handful of people that would have that information, which makes me think, who didn't want that wedding to go? I don't think we ever really explored that portion. Jamal is talking to Lucius, and he wants Lucius to walk him down the aisle with his mom, because I guess that's what Kai's doing, and I guess that's what happens as far as showing support in same-sex weddings. Lucius was like, oh, isn't that, aren't I doing enough already? Aren't I doing enough? That's just not something I want to do. And of course Jamal was hurt, because Jamal always thinks that his situation with his father is different than what it really is. He doesn't live in reality. He always kind of lives in a fantasy when it comes to Lucius. Now we have the reception, or everyone's coming together before the wedding. The families are merging. Things seem to be going well. Even with Kai's side of the family. Cookie wants to talk to Andre's girl, because Cookie wants to put it out there about, what about marriage? What about kids? And her reaction was really weird. It really was off-putting. So that's when Andre stepped in and said, Mom, just please chill out. Andre gave Jamal, I guess, their grandfather's cufflinks, and it felt like a going away party. It felt like we need to go and give everything. Everything must go. That's what it felt like to me, and no one else really picked up on it. Which I'm thinking, oh, they're always so wrapped up in other things, they miss the obvious. Jamal has a new guest to invite, Damon Cross. Damon Cross comes and brings the art piece that Cookie and Lucius once owned, and Lucius is looking at Damon like, how the heck did he get that? Cookie is trying to stop Damon from coming, but Jamal's like, oh no, that's really dope. We can find space. He can come. I'm thinking, Jamal, you're not getting social cues. I know you're happy, but hey, step in reality. Stay in reality. Stay over here. Now at Leviticus, they're having Jamal's bachelor party. And guess who was invited? The one, the only, Kingsley. Not only was Kingsley invited, he was invited by Andre. They're over the fact that he was invited by Andre, but now we have the dancers there. And Becky was living her absolute umpteenth best life. Becky was her in her zone. She had two guys on her. She was like, this is what she should get for herself on a daily basis as a treat. That's how she was moving. And then there's this one guy that was all over Jamal. And I was like, okay, he's kind of doing a lot. I'm like, dude, where's the personal space? Like, this isn't some... Dude, back off. But that's when we see and realize that, no, it's actually Kai dressed up as one of the dancers. And so Jamal loved it. And Becky was like, yes, I know I'm the best, period. We know that. Thirsty comes along and he goes back to the feds and he gives them some information. Because remember, right now, we're in this situation. He subpoenaed her and got it from a judge saying that there was no evidence, there was no proof that the drugs that you found there, that you found there belong to Empire, and we need the tour to get back on track within 48 hours or else you'll be sued. Now, Kai and Jamal, they had a great time. Kai's leaving so Jamal could be with his brothers. All of his brothers. Kingsley stayed around as well. And of course, no one's really feeling Kingsley except for Andre. And Andre says, at this point, you need to chill out. You are the oldest brother now. You need to step up as the head of the family, being the oldest. I'm thinking Andre would never give away his role that he worked so hard to keep and maintain to someone, especially someone like Kingsley, unless he knew without a shadow of a doubt he had no other choice. I said, oh no, he's still sick. He's still sick. But I'm thinking, what could it be? Because it sounds like they beat the cancer. Now, Cookie, she's there with Lucius, and Cookie has to ream Lucius in, saying how you really haven't changed that much, no matter what you think. You really haven't changed that much, and it's sad. Your son, all he wants is some consideration, some love and affection by his father, and you just want it to be about you, Lucius. That's how it's been. That's how it will continue to be as long as you act the way that you act. And it's sad. It's sad. It's annoying. And she's done with it. Becky and Jamal were having their general chit-chat, but that's not important. Lucius had to deal with the feds because the feds are still up on him, and it's annoying. It's just one thing after the other. She's trying to stop every single little thing. Maya invites herself as Hakeem's +1 to the wedding because she wants to be seen. I called it as it is. She wants to be seen. Lucius now has to talk to the feds, and this woman gets on my nerves. Guess who comes and bothers Cookie at the wedding hall? Damon Cross. And Cookie is trying to tell him, I appreciate everything that you've done for me, being a good friend, but here's the thing. That's all we are. She loves her husband, she loves her family, and him constantly going and butting in, all it's doing is making things worse. And he needs to chill out, he needs to go away, and he actually does like her, so he goes away for now. But Jamal overhears it. What we had, I said, uh-oh. So Cookie was trying to make excuses, even though they were good ones, about, you don't understand. It's a lot dealing with your father. There's a lot of things you don't know about. And Jamal's like, yes, that's true. There are a lot of things I don't know about. And she was like, she almost said, when you're married, you'll find out. And he said, no, don't do that. Don't wish bad on me. Why would I want to find out something like that? There's going to be trials and tribulations, but hopefully not those. Now Lucius has to talk to this Fed woman, and she gets on my everlasting nerves because what she's saying is insane. She is so prejudiced and racist. It hurts. She's trying to tell him that. Hopefully my nose is clean. She's trying to tell him that it's a different time. It's a different time. You, for example, can't have much leeway because there's a different leader of the country, a different leader. When the leader was black, we weren't able to touch you, but now that that's not the case anymore, we can finally put away people like you. We're actually encouraged to put away people like you. I'm thinking, I didn't hear a lie. I did not hear a lie. So now Jamal is talking to Cookie again because Lucius isn't there, and Jamal feels like, okay, his father purposely abandoned him, especially after their verbal interaction, previous interaction. But no, Lucius comes in and he apologizes. He realizes while he was sitting with the FBI that his actions were wrong, and he can't say that he's really supporting his son if he doesn't support him all the way. He doesn't have to understand it to still just support his son. I said, okay, we got the message, and I'm sure someone needs to hear that. So he's willing to walk down the aisle with Jamal and Cookie. And so then the wedding starts. Everyone's there. Everyone looks shined up. Maya looks like, I said, where did she borrow that dress from? Because we know she doesn't have money. So where did she borrow that dress from? Shaka Khan was there singing, not only in attendance, but singing. I said, oh, and I was saying, okay, this is cute. We know you have range. We thank you for this lower register, but we need to need to go higher. Go higher. Go higher. I'm congested. I'm not even going to try. But she eventually does. I said, okay, cool. There we goes. And then, of course, Jamal needed to have a moment. I feel like that was more so a Jussie moment than a Jamal moment, where he started, playing around with Shaka Khan. And then the wedding proceeds. Becky is officiating it. And it seemed like Jamal was having cold feet, but he was like, no, he's not having cold feet. What he wants is to give a honest and genuine speech. And he understands that marriage isn't perfect. He understands that he's not perfect. He understands his spouse isn't perfect, but he's not looking for perfection. He's looking for someone that he can work with and build with. I said, that's a message. That is a message. If I didn't ever hear one, if I didn't ever see one, that is a message. And it was a really nice one. I think they even had Winter singing, and of course she sounds great. They get married, walk down the aisle, everyone is happy, but we know that cannot last long. We know how these shows work. Oh, so Winter was singing at the reception. And Andre was he looked sad. He looked really sad. And not like, oh my gosh, my little brother got married. He looked sad. You know what I just kind of noticed? I noticed how, I guess they made sure to actually show Kai and Jamal being affectionate. Because because a lot of these shows, they have like LGBTQ characters in them, and maybe sometimes for like the women who are lesbians or bi or whatnot, they may show them in any type of like sexual action more. I do, because I never really thought about it, but it just kind of clicked in my head. I was like, those two dudes, they do kind of like almost pan or turn, because it's like, all right, we can acknowledge it. It's real. It happens. They may be for it, but they're like, general public still isn't really rocking with too much of that affection. So I realized that Lee purposely just planted the camera like right there, because I was like, can we at least zoom out a little bit? Because people kissing in general, for me, it's like, oh, that is so cute. Public displays of affection. That is so nice. They're still kissing? Oh, no. Y'all, you're in public. That's how I am. But that's just me. Affection is wonderful, but you're in public, and just remember that. This I want this to go from oh they're happy, that's all that matters, to oh y'all starting to be nasty, get a room. um, Kai wants the reporter to go and put his information out there in the streets because now he doesn't care. He feels empowered with this relationship. It seems like, I'm assuming Jamal isn't in the season finale based on how they did all of this, because it wouldn't make sense. Jamal would need to go on his honeymoon, and I don't think there's going to be a huge time jump. Hakeem, he went and danced with his baby girl and kind of took the attention away from Tiana and excuse me, Tiana and her new boo. Tiana is just floating. She's just floating from one side to the other. And Cookie, she ushers in Kingsley into the family and put it out there that, hey, if you do anything ever again to go mess with us, it's going to be your ass. You are going to feel the pain. Reap what you've never reaped before in your natural born life. Cookie notices that Andre's girl, we'll just call her T, because her name starts with a T. She was holding a glass. She wasn't drinking it. I said, oh, she's pregnant. Just like that. And she says it. She's pregnant because Cookie thought that, oh, are you just staying with Andre out of obligation because you're a good person? She said, no. She's pregnant and Andre can't find out. So then I said, why can't he find out? Is it he can't find out? Is it because of... Originally, I was thinking, oh Lord, it's because it's someone else's baby. But then Andre talks to Lucius, and Lucius says, no, something's wrong. And that's when Andre puts it out there that he's still dying. It's not because of the cancer. Because of the drugs that they had to pump in his system to kill the cancer, it killed his heart. That was one of the side effects. And he can't get a new heart because he has so much poison in his body that a new heart would die instantly. So he is dying. That's it. I said, you're killing off Andre? He has a matter of weeks, maybe months. You're killing off Andre. Is Andre going to another show? Because Lucius is like, no, we're fighting. He's like, no. I want to go out on my terms. So it's official. And I was pissed. I was hurt. I was confused. I was annoyed. I said, Andre? One of the best actors on here? Andre? So that's it. Please like, comment, subscribe. I'm still over it. I'm still upset. Andre. Really?